Okay, whatever. So
Okay.
I've been with Tupperware for 7.5 years, and it started where I attended a party at my sister-in-law's just down the road. And Pat Fraley was a director. She came down and had it. It was 2 hours from her home. And she asked me not once, not twice, but three times would I have a party. And that's kind of her strategy. And believe it or not, I've used it and it works. So don't take no for an answer right off. So she came to my house to have a party, and it was a successful party. And I loved everything. I mean, I was familiar with Tupperware, loved it as a kid. Mom had had parties, a couple parties. My aunts had a couple parties. They were so excited to organize their cabinets, and I always loved it and had some myself, but just wanted more and was too tight to buy it, right? So when she was here, she brought my other sister-in-law, who said, well, you've already had over $1,000 party. Why don't you just recruit? I probably shocked Pat because she had talked to me about recruiting, but she probably had planned on those sales for herself, right? But anyway, I ended up recruiting because I wanted more. At that time, that was exactly why I did it. Um, People that were here at the party, they said, I want to have a party. I want to have a party. So she came down to teach me how to have a party. So that was her to do. And from that, I got more parties, and it snowballed. It just, I thought I'm just going to get in it to get what I want, and then I'm getting out. But it just kept snowballing. It was really interesting to make, say, $200, $250, $1,000 party and walk out. So it was really interesting to do that, um, to make money like that. I became a manager real quick because Pat said, do you care if I call your friend that was at your party and just talk to her and see if she wants to recruit? Or I thought she was just being friendly. Anyway, she recruited her and threw her on my team. And then I was so excited about everything I got at my party that I was telling two or three friends that didn't get to make it. And they said, well, I want to do that too. I want to get the hostess gifts, and I want to get the recruiting gift, which happened to be the pressure cooker at the time. Before the week was up, I ended up with four on my team. And so I became a manager real quick. I had no idea how to enter them. She did it for me, taught me how. And before you knew it, I was going to managers' meetings at my business leaders. And it was really nice because I was hanging with other people, making friends. Dave Consolver was cooking dinner for us. And it was just, I gained a whole other family. So it was super nice. And then I earned trips to Cocoa Beach, a cruise to the Bahamas. It was incentives of my business leaders, opportunities that were really interesting and fun with a group. So I gained friends, I gained products, I gained trips. So your why can keep changing, right? It just keeps moving. But at this point, I probably moved up to star manager, executive manager. So I'm making money off, more money off, percentage off of myself and off of my team. And I was able to tell my husband on his 60th birthday, go pick out a brand new Chevrolet Silverado truck because his truck was 20 years old. And I paid every penny of that with Tupperware money in 2.5 years. And that didn't count, buying a living room suit and just money to do what we wanted when we wanted. It was really nice. So, I've gained products, I've gained friends, I've gained trips, I've gained things that changed my family's life. And I got to go to the headquarters in Kissimmee, Florida. I got to go to the last trip at the Tupperware factory near Myrtle Beach and Hemingway. So that was fun. I was all in about learning how they make Tupperware with all those little pellets. It was cool. But I just had so much fun with it all, mystery trips, and so much fun with going with everybody, and how I just kept gaining more and more. But as far as how, you've heard the who, what, when, where, and why, but the how I sell Tupperware. Um, if someone calls me with an order, I tell them what just went on sale. Oh, since I mailed you a sales flyer, because I do a mass mailing, and it works for me. It really does. I only mail to those who actually order for me. And, Bonnie is crucial, my two-star director, star director, whatever her title is. She helps so much. She's the best at warranties, and warranties are real important. I do it all as far as in-home parties, book order parties, vendor events, warranties, fundraisers. I have Tupperware in my basement, so people come and shop here, and I just get the word out like that. And why don't you come shop? Just get the word out. Have open house, whatever. So it really takes all of it. It doesn't have to. I mean, there's some people just do book orders. One of my top consultants is book orders. Actually, the two top ones are. One of them will do vendor events with it. It's just whatever you're passionate about. When I first started, I become very familiar with the pressure cooker, and I only did parties pretty much with the pressure cooker and the fridge smarts. And once I mastered that, then I would move on to something else. As far as being able to sell more and more and more, I'm into going to restaurants and tell them about fridge smarts and jumbo bowls, and most restaurants that are within probably a 12 county area. I try to reach out to a lot of those restaurants and do that. You got to think outside the box. As far as I've done water bottle projects for the school system when COVID hit, it was not uncommon for me to supply 1,400 water bottles to our school system, but I would get churches and politicians to pay for it. And my purpose in doing that was so I would give back, and I would do an outreach project like that at least once a year. And so I would sell them at my cost so that I wasn't making money off that. But it's sure getting bonuses. And then I'm closing that fundraiser, and I was the one that got the free and the half off. So I could sell that at a vendor event and make a bigger profit. Just lots of ways. Think outside the box. And I just try to upsell. When I know that somebody likes the jumbo bowls, like the Amish, I may sit on my phone and call 10, 15 people and leave them a message and say, just want you to know these are going on sale in a couple days. You won't want to miss it. Call me by Thursday around noon. And so, I set a time to watch my phone, make sure I catch those. I try not to ever miss phone calls, and I stay on it. You just have to work it, make a plan and work the plan. I think that pretty much has it. I jotted notes down today because it's been a very busy day. So anyway, thank you for the opportunity. And Pam, you're on it as far as anytime I have a need, you take care of it. I really appreciate it. Really, I can't take a lot of credit. It's between Pat and Bonnie and Pam and just everybody that I reach out to help me. It really, and the business has been blessed by God. And whenever God doesn't bless the business, then I'll know it's time to get out. But really, it's kind of hard to find an exit when God keeps blessing. So
Amen. I love that. You know what? Thank you so much for sharing. And we just love having you, and it's easy to help you. It's encouraging us when you are um, so honestly kind, anyways. But anyway, it's a blessing to be working with you. Congratulations on your huge success this month, you guys. She's sold. What's your volume right now? 6,000 what?
I saw today 7,300.
Wow, 7,300. Way to go. You submitted an order today then. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Guys, do you not love the way she thinks so big? It's huge. She thinks different. She thinks big, and she's not scared. She talks to everybody that needs to hear, hey, this is a really good deal. I'd love to get you in on this. So she is out there working it and connecting, connecting, connecting. So you need to think real quick. How can I connect more? Who should I be talking to? And really think outside the box. I love the way that you have a store in your basement. That's pretty cool. Very cool, actually. Come shop. My store set up. I love that. And it doesn't have to be in your basement. Maybe it's in a spare room. Maybe it's in the garage. Maybe maybe you have an inventory list and say, hey, this is the stock I have right now, and send it out for friend shopping, local friend shopping. What a great idea. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you.
You're,
Okay.
and
Um,
this may not be the average thing to do for people, but I wanted to get my name out there in the beginning, and it was not uncommon for me to load my car and just go among the Amish and stop at their home unannounced, like a salesman, door to door, and say, "Hi, my name is," give them my business card, give them a sales flyer, and say, "I would love to have a party with you and get some datings." And to be honest with you, I was pretty brave back in 2019. I would go to door, and I would go from one county then into another county, into another county, and I just kept doing that. So I'll probably cover about 12 counties around here. And actually, it's just gotten out. Some of them move, and it's kind of all over the United States, actually.